All right, I think we're about to get started with King Charles's address to the joint session of Congress. This is going to be fun.
Everybody with a ticket. Cameras. Right down, roll it out.
Just popping in here. All right, I'm going to be using CNN. I'm sorry, this is Associated Press I'm working with. Associated Press.
If you don't have a ticket and you're a gallery regular with an office space in one of the congressional media galleries, you may also.
Always a pleasure, bro. See you. You as well. Come over to the book. I will. I'll shoot you a text. Okay.
You don't mind, because I just want to make sure that I leave. Got a ticket, just follow that, and we'll escort you upstairs.
Do you need any help since you need to file right now and I'm right here for you? Okay.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
All right, so I don't have YouTube Premium, but I do plan on bringing that back to the channel. I'm just trying to work through some things here. See if I can't get things working. Let's go ahead and hide that. Yeah, so I'm just popping in real quick. Trying to set some things up quickly. So just to get everyone caught up, yeah, the king and queen are here. The Epstein victims had asked for some sort of recognition. King Charles declined because he said the investigation is still going on, which is true. Um, there, of course, is already a lot of controversy surrounding the whole Epstein thing, and then now the controversy of the war, blaming, I mean, NATO, the UK, and Europe. They're all uh, against this outright war that Trump started without congressional permission, so to speak. And what we have streaming is, of course, the Associated Press's stream here. I was trying to get CNN, but I couldn't pick them up for some reason. But you're here at Cafe News. And guys, this is where creativity and politics collide. Oh, yeah. I'm Susan, and I had to jump on and share. I'm sure everyone else in YouTube universe is sharing this bit of pomp and circumstance, if that's the way you want to put it, if that's what you want to call it, pomp and circumstance. Um, I am interested in hearing what Congress has to say. So I'm going to go ahead and pause until um, Prince Charles actually gets it together now. He was supposed to be, I believe it was 2 o'clock, but somebody somebody else told me it was 3. I keep saying Prince Charles. It's King Charles now. And where does King Charles win? Oh, it is at 3. Okay, so we're gonna pause this and we'll come back. Okay, since we have a little time here, I just want to address something, kind of ask a question about all of these Lego AI videos out of Iran through explosive media. Their latest one, which was America, Please Wake Up, was pretty devastating. Not sure how much of it I actually want to play here, excuse me, but I will kind of show you that um, this is one on the timeline. You know, Trump always chickens out the taco whole thing. You know, this video here goes through the war timeline. Pretty interesting how they do the whole 2 weeks thing, the day by day thing, the 48 hours, but it sounds like it's done in Spanish, which is pretty interesting. Um, so I'll just do a tidbit of that one while we're waiting for the King Charles speech.
Marzo 3, we won, it's done. Best guerra, #1. By the 7, Iran defeated. By the 9, attack repeated.
El war is ending. Casi completo. Very beautiful. Muy perfecto.
Once again, we already won. Pero maybe then. March 11, listen close. You don't say it early, folks, but we won in 1 hour flat. Boom, boom, boom. Imagine that. March 12, we won. Not quite still winning, but still gotta fight. March 13, we won again. Keep receipts. No gracias, friend. March 14, Naito, please help us out. Por favor, see? March, kids, you better show, or I remember. Muy malo. March DC says, never mind, didn't need you, I was lying, just a test. I had to.
So this is Explosive Media. I used to find their channel, but here's Scared Ketchup down here in the corner. Now, a lot of people are actually running these videos. And we're going to do theater mode because we don't really want to see the other things yet. And let me go back to regular mode. Detail view. Yeah. Actually, let's go back and let's pick up a different one. So that was the timeline, and yes, it was in Spanish. And that's the war timeline. Here's another one. America, we love you, but wake up. They actually have one on Cash Patel. They have one on Pete Hegseth. And this one, the new Lego video for Americans, Please Wake Up, is pretty super powerful. Not sure if I want to play the whole thing. I might get dinged, but I'm not monetized here on YouTube yet. However, everyone is actually doing this. So, I mean, playing it on their channel, so it must be okay. They probably aren't monetizing these. But let's go to this one. It's deep.
This is Pocket. I never go anywhere without it. At the tap of a
Oh my lord.
button, it records and creates organized notes based on your conversations. I use it at work.
Yeah.
We watch you from across the water. We grew up believing in you. America was the place where dreams didn't need permission. But freedom wasn't just a word, it was a way of life. But lately, we don't recognize you anymore. And if America falls asleep, the whole world loses its nightlight. So we're not here to mock you. We're here because we love what you're supposed to be. And we're begging you, please, wake up. Americans, please wake up. The dream is fading, can't you see? Americans, please wake up. You used to be the land of the free. Your children are crying, your streets are bleeding. The world is watching, the world is pleading. Americans, please wake up before there's nothing left to be.
We see the division like a crack splitting concrete. Red against blue like the colors forgot what they both mean. You pledge allegiance to a flag, then pledge war on your own team. Brother against brother, turning neighbors to a cold scene. We see you homeless on the sidewalk outside billion-dollar buildings. Veterans who fought your wars now forgotten by the system. Kids going to school scared they won't come home by evening. And y'all debate the weapon but won't talk about the grieving. We see the food you're eating engineered and modified. Chemicals and everything, your health commodified. Insurance costs a mortgage, medications overpriced. The sickest generation and they're charging you for life. We come from countries where we dream about your freedom, but you're trading it for comfort, entertainment, and convenience. Scrolling through your phones while your whole foundation weakens. You got the whole world's resources, but you're spiritually depleted. We're not your enemies, we're watchers with a broken heart. We memorize your constitution, studied every part. We the people used to shake the ground, now it's falling apart. And the people are the last ones with the power but won't start.
Americans, please wake up. The dream is fading, can't you see? Americans, please wake up. You used to be the land of the free. Your children are crying, your streets are bleeding. The world is watching, the world is pleading. Americans, please wake up before there's nothing left to be.
We see your politicians playing chess with people's lives. They smile on the camera, then go cut the people's rights. Left wing, right wing, same bird, different lies. And the middle class is vanishing in front of your own eyes. Your media feeds you fear like it's breakfast every morning. They tell you who to hate so you'll ignore the real warning. The bridges are collapsing, infrastructure is crumbling, but the budget's always ready when it's time for foreign bombing. We watch your kids grow up, addicted to a screen. Oppression at 13, they don't know what happy means. Fitting all is reaping every city, every street. And the ones who made the poison walk around and tailored sweets. You taught the world democracy, now teach it how to heal. You showed us how to dream big, now show us how to feel. We're watching from the outside, pressing faces to the glass, hoping you remember who you are before the hourglass runs out of sand, runs out of time, runs out of grace. We didn't cross the ocean just to watch you lose your place. You're the country that put footprints on the moon's face. So why you letting small minds put your future in the gray space?
Stand up, America. We're begging from afar. Remember what you are. You're supposed to be the star. Americans, please wake up. The dream is fading, can't you see? Americans, please wake up. You used to be the land of the free. Your children are crying, your streets are bleeding. The world is watching, the world is pleading. Americans, please wake up before there's nothing left to be. Crying, your streets are bleeding. The world is watching.
All right, I wanted to stop it right there because um, this video goes on for quite a minute. I stopped it here, but it's pretty long and it does repeat itself. But there is a moment when all the music stops and they just give you the lyrics of what the song is about. And then they go back to the chorus again. Americans, please wake up. Now, when I first saw that, you know, I gotta say that what are we looking at here? I mean, what is actually happening? With what's going on. We're still waiting on King Charles to address, but we're I think we're at an apex here. We're at a influx, a junction, like conjunction, junction, if and or but. You know, if this is really how the Iranians and the Iranian government feels about America, and if so, is it true that this message they're sending is something um, that is sincere? Americans, please wake up. We're in your corner, that sort of thing. Um, you were the star. You know, we crossed over. You guys were kind of like the emblem of freedom and justice for all. Um, but is it faux pas? Is it pseudo love? Is it pseudo truth? Um, it's really amazing to see all of these videos come out um, from Iran or Iranian artists, creators, content creators, YouTubers. I'm of the position that I find their videos very creative. They basically use King Charles is on Capitol Hill up for his historic speech. Of course, I have my iPad over here as well, running CNN. And of course, there's always, with any dignitary, a sit down in the Oval Office amid all that faux pas gold that 47 has decorated the Oval Office with. I mean, just gaudy. But, you know, everybody has their own taste. Um, so I'm not sure how we feel about all of this. And I would love to get your comment on it to see how you feel about it. Here's our division right here: red, blue, black, white, United States citizen compared to immigration and or immigrants coming to our country. Um, we're a nation of divisiveness right now. We're a nation divided, and I do believe the division is stark, and it's not just black and white. It's actually a class uh, status now. You know, between who's got the money and who is struggling with financial money issues. And it's 50-50. It's a lot. And in all reality, if we want to be real about it, I would even say it's uh, 97% of Americans that are feeling the crunch, as opposed to 3% of Americans in this country that are feeling the pain. I'm sorry, 3% that are comfortable, and the one percenters who are the billionaires who just don't give a shit. And oh, I think they're out there. I think it's time. Hold on. King Charles is on Capitol Hill for his historic speech. and I'm not sure why. Uh, let's see if I can get another channel because for some reason, let's go up. I got C-SPAN here. Probably get a commercial. All right. It's time for me to resubscribe. Let's check this out.
Formal gifts exchange between the president and the British monarch. We're being told it's going to begin momentarily. We'll watch it this morning. This afternoon, the action will shift to the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue when King Charles is set to give an address to members of the House and Senate. It will be the second time a British monarch has addressed Congress after King Charles' mother, Queen Elizabeth II, gave a speech during her 1991 state visit. And then this evening, it's
It's the same thing. Let's go back.
a 21-gun salute, remarks from the president, and a formal gifts exchange between the president and the British monarch. We're being told it's going to begin momentarily. We'll watch it this morning. This afternoon, the action will shift to the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue.
Okay, we're not getting anything there.
A
Exclusive.
21-gun salute, remarks from the president, and a formal gifts exchange between the president and the British monarch. We're being told it's going to begin momentarily. We'll watch it this morning. This afternoon, the action will shift to the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue when King Charles is set to give an address to members of the House and Senate. It will be the second time a British monarch has addressed Congress after King Charles' mother, Queen Elizabeth II, gave
I'm going to pause this real quick, see if I can find a good one, guys. All right, here we go. Yes, I'm back at Associated Press. C-SPAN was going kind of slow. Why do they keep turning off the volume? Or was it me? All right, so they're coming through. There's Tim Scott. I believe that's Tim Scott. All right. We got Congress in session. I'm surprised, what's the boy's name? Mike Johnson didn't call for another recess. Just crazy. Things are probably going to be a little static. It. Oh, here we go. We got some volume. All right. JD Vance, Mike Johnson. JD Vance, who has had what? How many names? Three, four? I think he's changed his name like three, four times. He ended up using his mother's maiden name, Vance, I believe, um, was his last iteration. So we really don't know who he is. I think this bald headed guy um, with the red tie standing there next to the woman in purple, I think that's Tillis. Oh my God, and there's Cruz. He's a big old mess. They're all coming through. So I'm going to mute it this time because, I don't know, it takes these people a long time to get it together, but it's still 15 more minutes before, the actual speech that's going to happen. And King Charles, I can't wait to, excuse me, I can't wait to see what he's going to say. What can he say? Oh, goodness. See, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go back over here. King Charles and Queen Camilla. It's the news of the day. If there's any way to distract from the Epstein files, this would be the way. This would be the way to do it. You're watching Creatives Cafe. I'm Susan. And this is Cafe News. I believe this is episode 8 or 7. At this point, does it really matter? I think what matters most is number one, the Epstein files. Number two, the war. Number three, United States economy, which includes gas, oil, electricity, food, all of the commodities that we need on a daily basis. Did I mention mortgage payments, child care, health care, unemployment, um, homelessness. I could probably go on and on and on. Is America first? Do you believe that the Iranians are serious about what they're talking about? All right, so yeah, they're still milling about. Let's go here and lots and lots of interesting stories. Pictures. Yeah, so this is the sit down. Now they're supposed to be having a state's dinner after this. Oh, this is interesting. Let's go ahead and see if we can't. Afternoon tea. Afternoon tea. Oh, unfortunately, um, you can't see that image, can you? Oh, there we go. Hmm. Trump and the British royals enjoy afternoon tea. I wonder whose tea is spiked. Let's see where we are. Oh, somebody's speaking.
The gentleman from Ohio, Mr. Latta. The gentleman from South Carolina, Mr. Wilson. The gentleman from North Carolina, Mr. Rouser. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Jeffries. The gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Ms. Clark. The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar. The gentleman from California, Mr. Liu. The gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Neguse. The gentlewoman from Washington, Ms. Delbene. The gentlewoman from California, Ms. Pelosi. The gentleman from Maryland, Mr. Hoyer. The gentleman from New York, Mr. Meeks. The gentleman from Connecticut, Mr. Himes. The gentleman from Colorado, Mr. Crow. The gentleman from Rhode Island, Mr. Amo.
President Pro Tempore of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort His Majesty Charles III into the chamber. The senator from South Dakota, Mr. Thune. The senator from Wyoming, Mr. Barrasso. The senator from Iowa, Mr. Grassley. The senator from Arkansas, Mr. Cotton. The senator from West Virginia, Mrs. Capito. The senator from Oklahoma, Mr. Langford. The senator from South Carolina, Mr. Scott. The senator from Idaho, Mr. Risch. The senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The senator from Illinois, Mr. Durbin. The senator from Minnesota, Ms. Klobuchar. The senator from Washington, Mrs. Murray. The senator from Wisconsin, Ms. Baldwin. And the senator from New Hampshire, Mrs. Shaheen.
All members of the escort committee will exit the chamber through the lobby doors.
So maybe they are select members of Congress who get to sit in on this. Not exactly sure. There we go. Well,
Mr. Speaker, the acting dean of the diplomatic corps.
so this is the incoming announcements, I do believe. This is worse. They're going to be up and down. I believe this is going to be worse than church. Who's coming down the aisle next? Let's go. There we go.
Mr. Speaker, the President's Cabinet.
Oh, God. Yeah. The president's cronies. Oh, I'm sorry. Cabinet, I mean. So I'm assuming the Democrats are on the left and the Republicans on the right. Most are shaking hands on the right. Yeah, I do believe that's how it's working right now. We have about 6 minutes before the actual thing that's supposed to happen. So we'll see. Yeah. All right, who's up next? Secretary of State, Secretary of Homeland Security. I don't know. Oh, I don't even know if we have that. Oh, yes, we do. Todd Blanche, who's now the acting, I believe he's the acting secretary of Homeland Security. Or unless they confirmed that last guy. I can't remember his name. Let me Google that. Oh my God. It's Mark Wayne Mullen. That's right. Mark Wayne Mullen. My oh my, they're gonna drag this thing out till doomsday. It's a big thing. I think I said in the beginning that the last time Congress had addressed the last time Congress was addressed by the UK was in 1991. It was Queen Elizabeth. It was during George H.W. Bush's reign in 1991 during the Gulf War, which was Iraq, I believe. The Iraqi War. They called it the Gulf War. Oh, uh, I believe it was for um, um, Todd Blanche. Oh, no, 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 no. Attorney General. He replaced Pam Bondi. Yeah, that's what it was. I mean, it's another rotation, kind of like his first administration. All of the women, uh, they didn't get on the bus. They got rolled over. And they all rolled over, and one fell off. The other one said, roll over, roll over. Yeah. Oh man, it takes these people, you know, they see each other every day. You know, all this handshaking and hello and glad to meet you. Can you guess my name? All that. It's all this unnecessary chitter chatter. Unnecessary pomp and circumstance. I'm gonna pause. Boy, oh boy, they're really, really taking their time. All right, I think we have another announcement coming. It is 3:05, and of course, all kings and dignitaries, presidents alike, uh, are always late. They're always late. So I'm actually wondering who's going to be next on the chopping block. Uh, Maybe Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, here we go. Somebody else is coming through the room. Finally.
Mr. Speaker, Their Majesties King Charles III and Queen Camilla.
There it is. Here they come. Oh my God. Wait, this is too funny. I'm sorry. We got so many old people running these countries. This is just like crazy. Camilla said, "Look, I'm ready to sit down. Where's my chair?" Oh no. Who's older, King Charles or Trump? Or are they the same age? I wanna know. Probably King Charles. Oh my God. Charles III is 2 years younger than Trump. That is unbelievable. So this man is supposed to be like 77.
Members of Congress, I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Majesty Charles III.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of Congress, representatives of the American people across all states, territories, cities, and communities. I would like, if I may, to take this opportunity to express my particular gratitude to you all for the great honor of addressing this joint meeting of Congress, and on behalf of the Queen and myself, to thank the American people for welcoming us to the United States to mark this semi-quincentennial year of the Declaration of Independence.
Uh-oh.
And for
Break
all
it
of
down.
that time,
Semi-quincentennial.
aren't you lucky?
Yeah. The Declaration of Independence. Aren't you lucky?
And for all of that time, our destinies as nations have been interlinked. As Oscar Wilde said, we have really everything in common with America nowadays, except, of course, language. So, ladies and gentlemen, we meet in times of great uncertainty, in times of conflict from Europe to the Middle East, which pose immense challenges for the international community and whose impact is felt in communities the length and breadth of our own countries. We meet too in the aftermath of the incident not far from this great building that sought to harm the leadership of your nation and to foment wider fear and discord.
Uh-oh.
Let me say with unshakable resolve, such acts of violence will never succeed.
January 6th? Is that what we're talking about?
Whatever our differences, whatever disagreements we may have, we stand united in our commitment to uphold democracy, to protect all our people from harm, and to salute the courage of those who daily risk their lives in the service of our countries. Standing here today, it is hard not to feel the weight of history on my shoulder, because the modern relationship between our two nations and our own peoples spans not merely 250 years, but over 4 centuries. It is extraordinary to think that I am the 19th in our line of sovereigns to study with daily attention the affairs of America. So I come here today with the highest respect for the United States Congress, this citadel of democracy created to represent the voice of all American people to advance sacred rights and freedoms. Speaking in this renowned chamber of debate and deliberation, I cannot help but think of my late mother, Queen Elizabeth, who in 1991 was also afforded this signal honor and similarly spoke under the watchful eye of the Statue of Freedom above us. Today, I am here on this great occasion in the life of our nations to express the highest regard and friendship of the British people to the people of the United States. Now, as you may know, when I address my own Parliament at Westminster, we still follow an age-old tradition and take a Member of Parliament hostage, holding him or her at Buckingham Palace until I am safely returned. These days, we look after our guests rather well, to the point that they often do not want to leave. I don't know, Mr. Speaker, if there were any volunteers for that role here today. As I look back across the centuries, Mr. Speaker, there emerge certain patterns, certain self-evident truths from which we can learn and draw mutual strength. With the spirit of 1776 in our minds, we can perhaps agree that we do not always agree, at least in the first instance. Indeed, the very principle on which your Congress was founded, no taxation without representation,
Amen,
was at once a fundamental disagreement between us, and at the same time a shared democratic value which you inherited from us. Ours is a partnership born out of dispute, but no less strong for it. So perhaps in this example, we can discern that our nations are in fact instinctively like-minded, a product of the common democratic, legal, and social traditions in which our governance is rooted to this day. Drawing on these values and traditions, time and again, our two countries have always found ways to come together. And by Jove, Mr. Speaker, when we have found that way to agree, what great change is brought about, not just for the benefit of our peoples, but of all peoples. This, I believe, is the special ingredient in our relationship. As President Trump himself observed during his state visit to Britain last autumn, The bond of kinship and identity between America and the United Kingdom is priceless and eternal. It is irreplaceable and unbreakable.
Okay. But we will not go to war with this crazy.
Mr. Speaker, this is by no means my first visit to Washington, D.C., the capital of this great republic. It is, in fact, my 20th visit to the United States and my first as King and head of the Commonwealth. This is a city which symbolizes a period in our shared history, or what Charles Dickens might have called a tale of two Georges.
Uh-oh. That was George Bush and
my five-time
the madness of
great-grandfather,
King George.
III. King George, as you know, never set foot in America. And please rest assured, ladies and gentlemen, I am not here as part of some cunning rearguard action. The founding fathers were bold and imaginative rebels with a cause. 250 years ago, or as we say in the United Kingdom, just the other day, they declared independence by balancing contending forces and drawing strength in diversity. They united 13 disparate colonies to forge a nation on the revolutionary idea of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They carried with them and carried forward the great inheritance of the British Enlightenment, as well as the ideals which had an even deeper history in English common law and Magna Carta. These roots run deep, and they are still vital. Our Declaration of Rights of 1689 was not only the foundation of our constitutional monarchy, but also provided the source of so many of the principles reiterated, often verbatim, in the American Bill of Rights of 1791. And those roots go even further back in history. The US Supreme Court Historical Society has calculated that Magna Carta is cited in at least 160 Supreme Court cases since 1789, not least as the foundation of the principle that executive power is subject to checks and balances.
Hello.
This is the reason why there stands a stone by the River Thames at Runnymede, where Magna Carta was signed in the year 1215. This stone records that an acre of that ancient and historic site was given to the United States of America by the people of the United Kingdom to symbolize...
To be honest, sometimes I actually have no idea what's going on.
Oh my God.
Distinguished members of the 119th Congress, it is here in these very halls that this spirit of liberty and the promise of America's founders is present in every session and every vote cast. Not by the will of one, but by the deliberation of many, representing the living mosaic of the United States. In both of our countries, it is the very fact of our vibrant, diverse, and free societies that gives us our collective strength, including to support victims of some of the ills that so tragically exist in both our societies today. And, Mr. Speaker, for many here, and for myself, the Christian faith is a firm anchor and daily inspiration that guides us, not only personally.
Quick reference to the Magna Carta, which is what protected specific rights, due process, protection against illegal imprisonment, paving the way for modern constitutional democracy and the American Bill of Rights. Just wanted to throw that out there.
And greater understanding, it is that faith in the triumph of light over darkness, which I have found confirmed countless times. Through it, I am inspired by the profound respect that develops as people of different faiths grow in their understanding of each other.
See how he's talking directly to the speaker.
It is my hope, my prayer, that in these turbulent times, working together and with our international partners, we can stem the beating of plowshares into swords. I am mindful that we are still in the season of Easter, the season that most strengthens my hope. It is why I believe with all my heart that the essence of our two nations is a generosity of spirit and a duty to foster compassion, to promote peace, to deepen mutual understanding, and to value all people of all faiths and of none.
Hello. Everybody better stand up for that one. Hello.
The alliance that our two nations have built over the centuries, and for which we are profoundly grateful to the American people, is truly unique. And that alliance is part of what Henry Kissinger described as Kennedy's soaring vision of an Atlantic partnership based on twin pillars, Europe and America. That partnership, I believe, Mr. Speaker, is more important today than it has ever been.
Yeah, we need a rescue boat.
The first reigning British sovereign to set foot in America was my grandfather, King George VI. He visited in 1939 with my beloved grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. The forces of fascism in Europe were on the march, and sometime before the United States had joined us in the defense of freedom, our shared values prevailed. Today, we find ourselves in a new era, but those values remain. It is an era that is in many ways more volatile and more dangerous than the world to which my late mother spoke in this chamber in 1991. The challenges we face are too great for any one nation to bear alone. But in this unpredictable environment, our alliance cannot rest on past achievements or assume that foundational principles simply endure. As my Prime Minister said last month, ours is an indispensable partnership. We must not disregard everything that has sustained us for the last 80 years. Instead, we must build on it. Renewal
He's about to speak some truth.
Renewal today starts with security. The United Kingdom recognizes that the threats we face demand a transformation in British defense. That is why our country, in order to be fit for the future, has committed to the biggest sustained increase in defense spending since the Cold War, during part of which, over 50 years ago, I served with immense pride in the Royal Navy, following in the naval footsteps of my father, Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, my grandfather, King George VI, my great-uncle, Lord Mountbatten, and my great-grandfather, King George V. This year, of course, also marks the 25th anniversary of 9/11. This atrocity was a defining moment for America, and your pain and shock were felt around the whole world. During my visit to New York, my wife and I will again pay our respects to the victims, the families, and the bravery shown in the face of terrible loss. We stood with you then, and we stand with you now in solemn remembrance of a day that shall never be forgotten. In the immediate aftermath of 9/11, when NATO invoked Article 5 for the first time, and the United Nations Security Council was united in the face of terror, we answered the call together, as our people have done so for more than a century, shoulder to shoulder through 2 world wars, the Cold War, Afghanistan, and moments that have defined our shared security. Today, Mr. Speaker, that same unyielding resolve is needed for the defense of Ukraine and her most courageous people.
Yes, the defense of Ukraine. Uh-oh. Are we all clapping for this? Speak truth. Look at Nancy Pelosi in her pastel purple.
It is needed in order to secure a truly just and lasting peace.
Hello.
From the depths of the Atlantic to the disastrously melting ice caps of the Arctic, the commitment and expertise of the United States Armed Forces and its allies lie at the heart of NATO, pledged to each other's defense, protecting our citizens and interests, keeping North Americans and Europeans safe from our common adversaries. Our defense, intelligence, and security ties are hardwired together through relationships measured not in years, but in decades. Today, thousands of US service personnel, defense officials and their families are stationed in the United Kingdom, as British personnel serve with equal pride across 30 American states. We are building F-35s together, and we have agreed the most ambitious submarine program in history, AUKUS.
He's treading lightly, I must say.
And we are doing it in partnership with Australia, a country of which I'm also immensely proud to serve as sovereign. We do not embark on these remarkable endeavors together out of sentiment. We do so because they build greater shared resilience for the future. so making our citizens safer for generations to come. Our common ideals were not only crucial for liberty and equality, they are also the foundation of our shared prosperity. The rule of law, the certainty of stable and accessible rules, an independent judiciary resolving disputes and delivering impartial justice.
And the
These
rule of
features
war
created the conditions for centuries of unmatched economic growth in our two countries. This is why our governments are concluding new economic and technology agreements to write the next chapter of our joint prosperity and ensure that British and American ingenuity continues to lead the world. Our nations are combining talent and resources in the technologies of tomorrow. Our new partnerships in nuclear fusion and quantum computing and in AI and drug discovery, holding the promise of saving countless lives. More broadly, we celebrate the $430 billion in annual trade that continues to grow, the $1.7 trillion in mutual investment that fuels that innovation, and the millions of jobs on both sides of the Atlantic, supported across both economies. These are strong foundations on which to continue to build for generations yet unborn. Our ties in education, research, and cultural exchange empower citizens and future leaders of both countries. The Marshall Scholarship, named after the great General George Marshall, and the association of which I am so proud to be patron, are emblematic of the connection between our two countries. Since its founding, more than 2,300 scholarships have been awarded, opening doors for Americans from all walks of life to study at the United Kingdom's leading universities. So as we look toward the next 250 years, we must also reflect on our shared responsibility to safeguard nature, our most precious and irreplaceable asset.
climate change. That's something Trump doesn't want to be a part of. Look, the Republicans are like slowly getting up. This is pretty much everything Trump is against.
Millennia before our nations existed, before any border drawn, the mountains of Scotland and Appalachia were one, a single continuous range forged in the ancient collision of continents.
Did you see that scowl that J.D. Vance had?
Of America are indeed a unique asset, and generations of Americans have risen to this calling. Indigenous, political, and civic leaders, people in rural communities and cities alike, have all helped to protect and nurture what President Theodore Roosevelt called the glorious heritage of this land's extraordinary natural splendor, on which so much of its prosperity has always depended. Yet, even as we celebrate the beauty that surrounds us, our generation must decide how to address the collapse of critical natural systems, which threatens far more than the harmony and essential diversity of nature.
AI data centers.
We ignore at our peril the fact that these natural systems, in other words, nature's own economy, provide the foundation for our prosperity and our national security.
I'll clap to that.
The story of the United Kingdom and the United States is at its heart a story of reconciliation, renewal, and remarkable partnership. From the bitter divisions of 250 years ago, we forged a friendship that has grown into one of the most consequential alliances in human history. I pray with all my heart that our alliance will continue to defend our shared values with our partners in Europe and the Commonwealth and across the world. And that we ignore the clarion calls to become ever more inward-looking. Mr. Speaker, Mr. Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, America's words carry weight and meaning.
Uh-oh,
As
here
they
we go.
have since independence. The actions of this great nation matter even more.
Uh-oh, here we go.
President Lincoln understood this so well with his reflection in the magisterial Gettysburg Address, that the world may little note what we say, but will never forget what we do. And so to the United States of America, on your 250th birthday, let our two countries rededicate ourselves to each other in the selfless service of our peoples and of all the peoples of the world. God bless the United States, and God bless the United Kingdom.
Hear, hear. Alrighty then. I enjoyed that completely. Let me give that my own applause. Drum roll, please. King Charles, that was a very cryptic message you gave, and very wisely spoken, I must say. With that, we are going to chime out and call this a product well done. We appreciate your speech. And you spoke on 9/11, you spoke on partnerships, you spoke on climate change, you spoke on democracy, the republic. Uh, I do believe that Trump is not going to like you very much in the end, but you did your due diligence. He'll probably talk about you after you leave, same way he talked about the Pope. So we'll see if the Republicans will come together. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tap out and call it a good night. Thanks for joining me here at Creatives Cafe, Cafe News, and we'll see you again next time.